It's Jason with Onward Up, and today I'm just going to chat through the Spring 20 mountain bike collection for Patagonia. We have some totally new products and revisions to past products to improve the fit and the function. And new for this season across the board is every single piece in the bike collection incorporates recycled materials, so either recycled nylon or recycled polyester. And all of the pieces are also fair trade sewn, which is a pretty new thing for the mountain bike world. Maybe we'll just start with the shorts. The Dirt Craft, which was the first bike short that we ever made, it's been in the line for a few years, has received a few updates. One is kind of the patterning and the fit. So there's now kind of a flatter, higher rise piece at the back to give more coverage at the back there. The patterning for the pockets is a little bit different, so they lay a bit flatter, and there's less of that kind of pooching of the pockets. And it's still the same 4.2 ounce, 95% nylon and 5% spandex blend, so it has two-way stretch, and it's kind of a little heftier fabric for durability, and 65% of that nylon is recycled. We've also updated the pad and the liner short. So we now have a premium 3D molded pad made by TMF, and this is really built for long rides, for kind of maximum comfort. So even if you're out riding for 4, 5, 6 hours, this pad is designed for that. The liner has quite a bit of breathable mesh material all throughout the sides here, but it still has coverage kind of in the front, so even if you're changing in the parking lot or something like that, there's a little bit of privacy. And they have adjusted the taper at the bottom as well. So just nice update to the pad. So Dirt Craft, which is the liner and the short together, is $199. Called the Landfarer. This is sold as a standalone short, so there's no liner. People can use whatever liner they already have, or maybe they don't like to ride with the liner. And so $99. This is for the men the same fabric as the Dirt Craft. Okay, so it's got some nice heft to it. This is a 12-inch short. And there is a separating waist and fly, but then we have an elasticized back here. So it's really low profile. It's going to sit really flat underneath a waist pack or a hydration pack. And this is the most powerful elastic that we found, so it won't bag out or lose its shape over time. And all of the pockets for our shorts are built the same way, so they actually kind of enter to the back. Okay, so if you have your phone in there, it sits back here. So it doesn't kind of rattle around in your pocket, and you can't really feel what's in your pocket when you're pedaling. So it's really, really comfortable and good functionality there. For the women, we have the Tyrolean, which is $99 as well. And this one was built specifically for women. So we kind of talked with our ambassadors and our mountain bike testers that are women, and built what kind of they're looking for in a short. So this is a 9.5-inch short, and this is a 3.7 ounce 75 denier polyester fabric with a 4-way stretch. So it's a lighter fabric than the men's, and it's got really good stretch and mobility. So it's really comfortable. This is a pull-on style, and we use that same elastic, but it goes 360 degrees, so you get really good fit around the waist, and again a really strong elastic that will hold its shape over time. 2 side pockets again that can accommodate the phone, and just a really good value, and a nice stretchy lightweight fabric for the ladies with the Tyrolean. Our premium short, the Dirt Roamer, is made of a similar kind of material to that Tyrolean. So this one is meant to be lighter weight, really low chafe. It's a 4.1 ounce 90 denier recycled polyester, And this one has 13% spandex, so it's really stretchy, really free moving. It's a minimalist short. Okay, so there's only one pocket. There's no rear pockets or hand pockets. It's just designed to be super, super clean. And this one does have a way to cinch up the waist a little bit. It's called the opposite button. And so you can see here there's this little tab sticking out, and that threads through a ladder lock in the button. And so when you're wearing them, it's really easy to just pull this, and that'll tighten up the waist a little bit. But again, it's really clean in the back there, so really comfortable under whatever kind of hip pack or hydration pack that you're wearing. This one is an 11.5-inch short as well. Onto the liners, I guess. So we have a new liner for men and for women called the Nether, and this one was built to be more minimalist than the liner that's in the Dirtcraft or Dirt Roamer Bib or Endless Ride. So this one has kind of a more low profile, low bulk pad, which some folks prefer. Okay, so they don't like the kind of the thick pad feeling, but they still want something, right? Like so. Very quick drying materials. This one is a blend of spandex and nylon, and it's the same material that we actually use in our HydroFlow boxer shorts. So it's very quick drying and nice and airy, and it's got lots of stretch and really low chafe materials there. These are $75, so pretty good value, and built for somebody that prefers a little more minimalist liner. We've redesigned the Dirt Roamer Bib, which is one of my favorites. So this one will have the same 3D molded TMF pad that we see in the Dirtcraft. Really, really breathable materials throughout, so meant for kind of the long rides, hot days. And then one thing that's really key is we've used a totally new fabric, which is perforated for the bib part on the upper. And there's no stitching at all, so it just lays really flat, really clean, and it doesn't really feel like you're wearing a bib at all when you're wearing them. It doesn't come up as high in the front as the previous version, so it's a little more airy in the torso. And then we redesigned the pockets in the back. So the big one is designed for your water bottle, or maybe it's your bear spray or something like that. And then there's two smaller tool/phone pockets. And we have a flap on it now so that when you put stuff in there, it'll sit over top of the waist of your short instead of being bunched up in there. So that's a real nice change there as well. $225 is the price on the Dirt Roamer Bib. Capilene Cool Trail Bike Henley. This is made of recycled polyester, and it's a spun polyester, so it really feels kind of like wearing a soft cotton shirt, but it wicks and dries very quickly, and just has a less kind of technical look to it. It is cut for bike, so this is the women's version, but drop hem in the back, and just a nice little style there for when you go for a beer with your buddies after the ride. The Houdini Air. And so this is a bit of a riff off of our classic Houdini. So it's a ripstop nylon fabric, but then it's a polyester double weave as well. And it's probably hard to see on the camera, but the polyester thread is really clear when you look at the inside. You can see the lines going through. And what that does is allows this to be more breathable than the classic Houdini. So this is 20 CFM as far as air permeability. So it's going to cut the wind, but it keeps you from getting like that greenhouse effect. So I can actually wear the Houdini Air, pedaling uphill, working pretty hard, and you stay nice and comfortable. But then if the wind picks up, or if there's a passing rain shower, there is a DWR treatment on here, so it can kind of shed a little bit of rain. Okay, so that's the Houdini Air. It's $209, and it packs up quite small. So this is the women's version here, like so. Okay, and what I actually do with mine, if it's kind of too hot to wear it, but I always want to bring it with me to deploy in case it gets a little windy or a little shower, is I have a ski strap and actually put it underneath my saddle and just strap it there, and then I always have it, kind of thing. Okay, so that's the Houdini Air. The Dirt Roamer jacket. This is a jacket that we built specifically for mountain biking. It has a 2.3 ounce, 100% recycled nylon face, and then it's bonded to 100% recycled polyester backer with a circular knit. Okay, so what that does is, it makes for a package that's really breathable, that wicks, moisture really well, and it also, has a tough nylon face on the outside there. Okay, this one would be 40 CFM. Okay, so it's a bit more open than the Houdini Air. It's still going to cut the wind, shed rain, with that DWR, but you get a nice breathable package. Drop tail on this one. Okay, so really built for the bike position, and it does have one zippered pocket back here that you can put a bar or some gels or your phone in as well. Okay, that's the Dirt Roamer, $285 for that one. Oh, and I forgot one piece. The Capilene midweight bike jersey. So it's springtime, today it's like almost snowing. I'm in Canmore here. So if I was riding today, I'd probably be wearing this, and then also in the fall season, I'm gonna wear this a lot. This is made of our Capilene midweight fabric, which is recycled polyester, and it's a hollow yarn. So it's very light, it wicks very quickly, and it dries very, very fast. It's a bit thicker than these fabrics, so it's gonna add a little bit of warmth. And then this one has the tools pockets built into the back here. Okay, so you can bring some tools, a bar, you can throw a Houdini in there, or a Houdini Air, and you can have that stuff with you. And I think that's it for the bike collection for Spring 20. Like I mentioned, all of these pieces are also fair trade sewn, which is, a pretty awesome way to, look after the workers that are building these pieces and making sure that the factories that they work in are kind of to the highest standard, and they're also getting paid a true living wage. Thanks for listening, and happy riding.